every 2 hours you should be watering the garden at least. And at night time, you know, have like a water bottle and fill it up, wee into that. Definitely. Freely uses a pea pot. Like I said yesterday, don't knock it over on the carpet. And that way you're getting enough hydration. Otherwise, I've got friends who don't drink water at all. Don't touch water. And their health is just failing. They're dehydrated, they're just like, really bad posture because they're so fatigued. It's like, oh man, you know, they're constantly having to like try new things in their lifestyle because they're just failing to hydrate. They're not hydrating properly, so they feel bad and they think, oh, it can't be the water because water's too simple. Water's too simple. It must be something more complex. It must be my spiritualness. It must be my food. It must be my partner. It must be some other thing. It can't be water because water's easy. You get water for free. But water's like the foundation upon everything. That's how I got into this lifestyle. I was doing martial arts and my karate teacher said, Harley, when you learn to drink enough water, you feel so much better. You perform better, you think better, everything will be better. I'm like, dude, I've been drinking water for my whole life. How do I know I'm drinking enough water? He says your urine will go clear. If your urine is yellow or straw, you need to drink more. I'm like, that's rubbish, man, because I've been weeing piss and yellow and straw my whole life. So, and I think I was 21 or 20 back then. I'm doing alright, I'm fit, doing karate, it's all good. It's like you can go to the next level when you're hydrated. And I'm like, cool, I can dig that. So I started drinking water that day, and I kept going to the toilet. I'm like, what colour's my urine? Oh, it's yellow, I need to drink more. And then it started going clear consistently. I just started feeling so much better. And then I'd forget to drink enough water, I'd get cranky, my digestion wasn't good, I'd be like, just not feeling good. And I go, wow, I haven't had a piss for a while, I haven't been on the toilet for a while, what's going on, And then when I'd go, it'd be like yellow or dark yellow or getting close to orange. And I was really cranky. It's like, boom. So I learned from a martial arts teacher about clear urination. It should always be clear. Always. If it's yellow or straw, drink more. 100%. Simple as that. And it's we'll get to questions in a second. I'll just quickly rant for a bit and then we'll go Q&A on hydration, because then that way I answer people's questions rather than people leaving here and go, but what about this, what about that? So just give me a couple of minutes. I'll share my story. So that was, and then I got into it, and then I would experiment, I go, okay, well I just won't drink water and I'll see how it goes. And then I got to raw foods and I'm like, well, I get enough water from fruit, I'd weeing a lot, and I did periods where I wouldn't drink water. My performance, my mood, my digestion would just go down. And then my fruitarian friends who wouldn't drink water, and who aren't fruitarian or raw food anymore at all, some of them actually, one of them's dead, they would be like, just flailing, just be like, I'm like raw fooder, and it's like, man, you eat like crap and you perform like crap, and you're a bad message for movement. Because you're dehydrated, because you're just so, thinking, I've got to be right, water's bad. They're not willing to try new things, have an open mind and go, actually, all the animals on the planet drink water, and water makes sense, and, 70-80% of our body is water, pure water, and when you drink watermelon, eat watermelon or oranges, your body has to convert that fruit into water first before it can be utilised. It's like trying to wash dishes with orange juice. You can do it, but they're not going to be clean dishes. So if you want to have water for your body, water for your cells, the cells don't need orange juice, they need water. And your body can extract water from your fruit, but it prefers pure water. So it can just uptake it versus going, oh, we need water, but now we have to digest the orange juice, pull out the water, and then send it to the cells. When you have water, it just goes in the stomach, boom, cells dispersed. It's like having mud on your money. People pay you with $150 bills, but it's covered in mud. It's cool, you can still use that, but it's better to have clean money, so you have to spend less time cleaning your money before you can use it. Drinking water instead of having fruit juice for hydration is better, as your body can just uptake it straight away. So that's just a bit of story about hydration, just to set the stage, and next Q&A. Any questions about hydration? Eric?
What about the other animals like us? Do they drink a lot of water, and do they urinate frequently?
Yeah, it's, I've seen monkeys drink water in Penang in Malaysia, but they don't drink a lot of water. But what happens is in the rainforest, they're always getting rained on. Before on our bike ride, we were demonstrating that. All of a sudden it started raining, and everyone's, after a while, started to go to the toilet. Well, I had to go to the toilet more, because the rain's coming on, your body's soaking up the water, you've got to pass more water. I was of the belief once that primates, bonobos, don't drink a lot of water, which is true, but they will drink water. They're also in the rainforest. There's a rainforest. It's raining every single day. At night time, it's often raining the whole night, and they're cuddled up in their nest, water's dripping through, soaking on their skin, being absorbed. We're similar to bonobos, but we wear clothing. When it rains, we're in shelter, we're in air conditioning, we turn the heater on, or we turn the aircon on. We're drying ourselves out constantly, we're talking a lot, we might be riding our bikes, or driving in a car, or being in an air-conditioned train, so we're constantly losing a lot of water. And if we don't replace that, it's just like vitality just goes down, digestion goes down. So if you use the... Pardon?
Do they urinate a lot?
Yeah. Like, yeah, if you go to like, if you watch cows and stuff like that, or horses, you always, if you stand there, you'll see, there'll be someone pissing every few minutes. They're over there, and they wake up, here we go. They're always, crapping, eating, and pissing. Or sleeping. It's incredible. Like, people don't mind my French language. Very nice.
I'm curious, like, let's say I just finished a durian, and I go to the bathroom, and I notice my urine's yellow.
You need to drink more water, yeah.
I need to drink more water beforehand.
Yeah.
But do I drink water then?
Yeah, you just drink it, man. I mean, it's better to have it before, but hey, it's just to drink it is more important.
Or is there a way to specify the time after I do?
No, just drink it. Get it in there. Because your body needs water. Because it's telling you, hey, yellow. In nature, we have the signal red is danger. In Australia, you have the redback spider, very toxic. The redback bellied black snake, very toxic. A lot of the poison arrow frogs in the Amazon are red. Red is like a danger signal. A lot of red berries will kill you. The red mushrooms will kill you, like the fly agar. You eat that, you're dead. It's red. Red's a danger colour. So what we start with is yellow urine, and then orange urine, and eventually red urine when you can see blood, kidneys coming down.
Okay.
So, the secret of eating durian, I learned this in Thailand. If you don't drink enough water when you're in Thailand, you quickly notice it in a few days, because it's so hot there, it's humid, and eating durian, it's just really heavy in the calories. The higher calorie the fruit, the more water you need before you eat that fruit to digest it.
Okay.
So durian's like a teacher. Some people say that durian's like the shape of the Buddha's head. If you go to Thailand or China or Singapore, wherever, where they have Buddha statues, it's like the shape of the Buddha's head, all these spikes. And I thought, that's not very scientific, but maybe there's some validity in that. So we've got the durian's like a teacher. It tells you to keep your fat intake pretty low, it tells you a bit about hydration, it tells you about eating early in the evening, it tells you about food combinations, things like that. So durian's like a little teacher there.
Okay.
So definitely if you eat durian and your urine is yellow afterwards, then you need to drink more water beforehand. So next time go, okay, I'm going to have durian for lunch or dinner, I'm going to drink a quart or 2 quarts of water beforehand. And you can have an hour beforehand, you can have a half an hour beforehand, you can have 10 minutes beforehand. It doesn't really matter too much, as long as you get the water in, and then you have your durian on top. First thing I told people today after the bike ride, drink a quart of water, and then start your fruit meal. Having your fruit first, and then drinking water, it's okay, but your body wants water to get self-digestion, get all your stomach acids going and everything, flowing. Versus eating and then having water on top doesn't feel as good. It's okay, but the best scenario is water first, then food. Even if I'm having watermelon for breakfast, I'll have water first. Drink a quart of water. Every day I'll start the day with a quart of water. Regardless of having coconut juice for breakfast, I'll start the day with a quart of water. Makes things so much better. Digestion, feelings of well-being, mindset. It's incredible.
I have another question concerning that. I usually drink between 1.5 and 3 liters of water every morning before I even start my day. And then I'll exercise, and oftentimes my intestines will turn to water. Like you get that really like watery feeling in my lower abdomen, and I don't want to exercise. It's painful.
You're probably drinking 3 quarts of water in the morning before anything is probably a bit excessive.
Okay.
You just have to start with a quart and go from there.
Okay.
There's no need to drink 3 quarts before you start training.
Alright.
A quart's enough. And then you can carry water on your bike and then drink. You can drink your 3 quarts during training if you need to, because it's that hot.
Yeah.
A quart an hour is all you need, really.
Okay.
Drinking more than a quart in an hour, the body's not going to absorb it, and it might just slosh around a bit too much. It's like trying to breathe in too fast, too rapidly. We've got a set limit how much we can breathe in, and to do more than that, it's going to hyperventilate. I'm feeling dizzy now.
Yeah.
But with water, drinking 3 quarts in one hit is totally pointless because the body can't absorb 3 quarts in one hit. A quart's fine, a quart per hour is all you need to drink. More than that, it's just going to slosh around, make you feel not so well. So a quart per hour is maximum.
What's the difference between swimming in salt water versus fresh water on your hydration?
The body can still absorb that fresh water. The salt gets blocked off. It absorbs a bit of fresh water, definitely. I find. That's why, like, when you go surfing, you start urinating a lot. So, hey, you know, whatever, what's going on here? Or if you go swimming in a lake, you can hydrate up. Personally, I like the fresh water because it feels better on your skin. You get out the ocean, it starts to be a bit scratchy and itchy, and you've got to have a shower in fresh water to wash off the salt. That's my experience. I like swimming in fresh water better, but I'll swim in both. You can actually, if you're a dehydrated person and dunk them in fresh water or a bathtub, their skin will absorb a lot of water. Their body will start to rehydrate a bit. So it's very effective in situations where the person's got heat stroke where they can't even drink because they're so like out of it. If you just dunk them or put them in a cool shower, not too cold, you don't want to shock them, just want to have it cool, and they can start to rehydrate. I've done that before on bike rides where I've totally run out of water, totally unorganised, gotten thirsty, which you should never be thirsty. If you're thirsty, you waited too long. So I'm thirsty, I'm just like parched, and it's like water. I get to this place called Fruit Bat Falls where it's pristine water. I'm diving in, I'm actually drinking the water as I'm swimming around. It's an awesome experience. I was just like, oh, it's water. And all of a sudden your mentality just changes in 10 seconds because your body's going, okay, we've got what we need now, we can stop stressing out. So when you're busting, go to the toilet, oh, I gotta go. You can't be happy, you can't be having much gratitude because your body's going, we need to evacuate, we need to get rid of something. And it's just, you can't focus, you can't concentrate. That's why I say, go to the toilet before you do anything so you can focus. Same with hydration, water and sugar, and sleep. So does that answer your question? I mean, sort of a question I wouldn't really, you can, what, you know what? That's why I want to talk about it. Basically, your question was about the salt water or fresh water.
Yeah, like if it, because I was thinking salt water would dehydrate you.
Yeah, but your body, that's okay, so your body would not absorb the salt from the sea. If it did, you'd be dead. Because your sodium levels just go right up and you'd die.
Because that's what I'm thinking, like when I see water on my skin, it, repels it. So
yeah.
it's just, but I guess when your fingers get wrinkly,
yeah.
it's from...
You stand there long enough, you start getting prune fingers. So salt water, if you could absorb that much salt from the ocean, then you'd quickly die. But your skin's pretty smart, it blocks it out. So, cool.
What should take?
We'll get you.
Okay. What is your take on the different types of water? I know Doug recommends distilled because of the absence of organic minerals in regular spring water, but I find that it tastes bitter to me, and I don't know, I can't really drink as much or as pleasantly as I would drink just regular kind of spring water, like
for sure.
Things like that.
I drink the best water I can get at the moment. If I was in Central Park, I doing a 100-mile bike ride in Central Park, ran out of water, and so I just filled up at the little public waterfall fountain. Chlorinated, fluoridated water. It smelled like chlorine. Like, whoa. So I just sat there for a few minutes. The chlorine starts to evaporate. That's a tip. Chlorine evaporates if you just leave it in a jar or your bottle. It will evaporate out most of it. And then once it didn't smell too bad, I just drank it. If I was really needing water, I would just drink it anyway. But it's better to have the best. Any water is the best water. The best water is the best water. The best water is the water you need in the moment. That's the best water. And then the best is like spring water from your hands at the top of some French Alp or Pyrenees purity, just come out of the spring, you're the first person to touch it. That's the best water. Obviously it's not realistic, it's not the dates in my pocket. The best date is the date you pick off the tree. It's perfectly hydrated, just, like sun energy just straight into that, almost or whatever. That's the best date, but we live in that sort of world.
Right, but I mean from a point of view of a consumer, I go to the supermarket, there's distilled, there's spring, or
drink the one you like the best.
Okay.
Buy the one you like the best. Buy the flavour of water you like the best, then you drink most of it, you stay hydrated. It's not a concern. Buying something you don't like the taste of, it's like saying, you should eat this fruit, even though your favourite fruit's that one.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not going to eat much of it. You're going to get undercarb, you're going to starve, you're going to hate it, you're going to be binging. You won't have enough energy to live your lifestyle. So same with water. Drink the water you like the taste of.
Right.
And if you can't get it, just drink anything. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I guess so.
Main thing is hydration. 10 times a day urination. That's the situation we want to be in. If we, like my friend who died 2 years ago, she's like, no, I can't drink that water because that's not pure enough. I'm a pure being. And she died doing a water fast. You shouldn't die when doing a water fast. You shouldn't die being a raw fooder. If you die eating healthily, you're doing it wrong. And I hate to make light of it, but it's crazy. And people say you don't need to drink much water, you know, you're raw food, you don't drink water. Yeah, actually you don't need to drink water at all, and you shouldn't go wee at night time or whatever. And my friend followed this sort of advice, and she's dead. All she needed to do was drink some puddle, some muddy puddle, and she'd be alive today. She could have gone outside and drank the mud water in the garden, it'd been raining, and just drink that, or drink the rusty rainwater off the roof, and she'd still be alive today. So purity killed her. Obviously not many people die from purity, but a lot of people don't live the full life because their purity consciousness is like, that's bad, I can't do that. And they get undercarb, they get dehydrated, they get underslept. Like, I can't sleep in that bed because that bed's like angled not next to the sun, so I'm just going to, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to sleep there. And they run out of sleep, they hate it, or the water's not good enough for them, they get dehydrated, they hate it, or the food's not perfectly organic or whatever, they don't eat enough and they hate it. So just drink whatever water you can get, so you can urinate 10 times a day, clear. Next one. Yeah.
I was just wondering how often do you urinate in the night then?
Yeah.
How often?
I like to urinate minimum 2 times, ideally 4. Definitely. If I don't, my hydration is lacking, and I'm not going to be able to give my all to my partner, myself, my community.
Because it's true, you're talking, you're not really supposed to do that in the night, but I do. I usually pee like 2-3 times a night, and so I guess that is normal.
So I didn't hear that last bit.
I said I said usually I do. I have to get out 2-3 times a
Good.
night, so I guess that is normal.
Yeah.
If I drink enough water.
Freely will drink water before she goes to bed. She'll drink like a quart of water.
Yeah.
Just force it down. Just slowly forcing it down. Gently forcing it down, not like, just like, I'm going to drink this before I go to bed.
Right.
You know, gently forcing it. And that's one of the reasons why she's always got a flat stomach and just like, you know, hydrated. Because when she eats food, it's just like, all the stomach acid and everything's just working so well, it's just gobbling it all up. Versus going into a dehydrated system, all your intestines are shrunk and just craggly, and the body's like, getting bloated and not feeling too good and staying bloated like all week and stuff like that. Waking up bloated. So Freely's like the water queen, you know, just drinking it. So get up, wee in a pot. Don't you have to walk all the way out to the upstairs, down there, flush the toilet, turn it on, you can just jump out of bed, squat, whoop, back to bed. You don't kick it over.
So can you talk a little bit more about staying hydrated during weight loss? I actually didn't realize the two went together.
Yeah. Hydrate and weight loss. So we've covered nighttime urination. It is perfectly normal to get up and go wee at night time. If you're not, you're dehydrated. Obviously drinking Coca-Cola and caffeine and cacao and theobromine and alcohol, they're diuretics, so they're toxic and they're flushing out water. So that can be, people go, oh, I drink beer at night time and I'm get up at night and go to the toilet. It's like, you're drinking diuretics, you're drinking toxins, so obviously in this room it doesn't apply. If you're a raw foodist and you're not getting up at wee at night time, then you're dehydrated, and you drink more water. Definitely, so cover that.
Animals like us do that.
Yeah.
Like chimps and
Yeah.
animals.
Like I said yesterday, if you put paper down here, open up the windows, let the birds roost at night time here, and come and check in the morning, there'll be wee and crap on the newspaper. And
chimps and bonobos and...
yeah, like the zookeeper's got to clean their cages in the morning. My friend works at the zoo, and I'm like, the chimps crap at night. And he's like, what sort of question is that? Like, you know? And I'm like, well, they do they? And he's like, we clean their cages twice a day. Yeah, because it doesn't look good when the people come in the morning, there's like monkey crap and pee on the ground, and the first people come in the door go, well, you don't clean up the monkeys, that's not right. So they clean it all the time. I said, well, how many brought out fruit? The monkeys eat a lot, well, they can't restrict it. Just dude, the monkeys eat as much as you give them. And when they finish eating, they'll just like leave it there and eat it later. And I said, well, can the monkeys eat 30 bananas a day? He goes, mate, they will smash your 30 banana a day paradigm out the water, man. Those monkeys will eat your leg if you don't give them enough fruit. I was like, okay. And so yeah, it's normal to urinate at night time. And people go, oh, it's inconvenient, I've got to get up. And, no, being hydrated, that's convenient. Being dehydrated, that's inconvenient. getting up to go wee, that's good because that's going to set you up for the next day. But make it easy on yourself. In nature, we just lean over and, you know, and wee, or we just get up and squat over there. And we've got this system where we've got to walk downstairs, open the door, turn the light on, sit down, flush the toilet. I'm like, that's just too hard. Make it easy for yourself to succeed in this lifestyle. Make it easy on yourself to be hydrated. Use the pot, use the bottle. Easy. Next one. So weight loss, you said.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit more about staying hydrated?
It's Ophelia noticed that when she started getting more consistent hydration, her body just started shrinking. To the point now, she has to moderate her exercise level so she doesn't shrink away. That's the reality. You know, that's why Ophelia's not doing marathons, because she started doing marathons, she'd just be too emaciated. It would be good for movement. So she has to limit her aerobic exercise. Otherwise, if you do a lot of cardio, you just suck it right in. I even limit my exercise so I don't, you know, waste away. For weight loss of water, what happens is your body's working better, your digestion's working better. You can eradicate waste products out of your body. If you don't have enough water and you're trying to wash dishes, the sink's getting clogged up, it's not working properly. Your bowel's getting clogged up, it's not working properly. When you've got water, everything's flowing, you've got enough blood to put nutrients into the cells, get waste products out of the cells, flush things out. You're not mistaking, you're not eating because you need water. A lot of people like in the raw food scene, so you need to calorie restrict and don't drink water. So then when you need water, you're eating watermelon or drinking oranges, so you're getting extra calories, which they say you don't need. And now you're eating when you should be drinking, and that's why people just start to fail in that program. Big time. So for weight loss, man, water's just like imperative. Even if you've got a 400-pound person in the street, didn't change anything on their lifestyle or diet or mindset, and you just started putting water into them, they'd be dropping pounds. Obviously, the diet and lifestyle is a big part of it. If that's the one thing you just change, just water, you're going to get big results, massive results. Why? Because you have better digestion, you eliminate waste products, you're not storing as much, and you've got more energy to do more stuff. So eventually your lifestyle becomes more active, and that's when the weight loss just goes right down. To the point where Freely and I are at, where you have to be careful not to do too much training because there'll be nothing left for you. And people just like, oh, you get too skinny on fruit. And they say get fat on fruit, and we're like, well, then people say you get too skinny on fruit, which is the case in the end. So you have to be careful how much exercise you do, otherwise just 100% of the time, people in the long run will get too skinny on fruit if they're not careful. They'll do exercise too much, you can start feeling too good, training too much, and you can get too lean, definitely. So the whole fat on fruit thing is just like, I don't know, can't see that one. Because if you look at the long-term raw fooders, man, they're like me, starvation camp dude almost, you know, it's 100% of the time. Not, it's not, so you have to do a, yeah, answer the question. Did it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Do we wash out minerals if we urinate frequently?
I've never seen that be the case. That might be like a theory, but I like to judge by results versus theory. If I was mineral deficient, I couldn't perform at the level I do. I couldn't run a marathon, I couldn't ride my bike across the country, Australia, I couldn't compete with good athletes going drugs. I couldn't do that if I was mineral deficient. What I do find though is when you're dehydrated, your body can't transport nutrients around properly. And that's a scientific fact. If you don't have enough blood plasma because you're dehydrated, you can't get enough nutrients into your cells. So you might have minerals in your body, but they're not getting around because you're dehydrated, your blood plasma's dropping, your blood's getting thicker, it's not really happening. So no way can you flush out minerals by drinking too much water. Yeah, if you're drinking like 20 litres a day and you're sitting around and you've got some mental issue, then you might get into some issues. But that's not because of water, that's because you're being an idiot. It's like if I hyperventilate because I've got some mental issue going on there, some undercarb or whatever, then it might get an issue. But it's not oxygen's fault, it's not breathing's fault, it's the user not doing it properly. So if you drink 20 litres a day, I don't know if you could do that and just sitting around because you'd soon be able to have to stop doing that. So the answer is no. In 99% of the time, unless you know what I mean, it's sort of like, unless you do something crazy, like you're just some weirdo and you're drinking 20 litres. So there's always a possibility. It's like you can kill yourself on fruit if you eat 220 bananas in 1 hour. You'll rupture your stomach. So yeah, you can eat too much fruit if you do that. But you know what I mean, 99% of the time you can't. Does that make sense to you? Cool. Next question.
You kind of dab